Afternoon, everyone. I got a really fun video to show you today, and it's excuse me, it's fun in a couple of regards, which is they are two of my favorite Scandinavian manufacturers, and this a surprising number as well, and they are really following on from the dissemination of chainsaw manufacturing, which was really brought about by the start of the Second World War. And so, necessity is the mother of invention. When Germany started stopping shipments of their chainsaws at the beginning of that war, the Second World War, it forced other people to start manufacturing chainsaws. And so these are Partner and Jonsered, both Swedish chainsaws, and so you had Jobu a few years before them, as was Solo in the late 40s, and then in the mid 50s you had Jonsered in 54 and Partner in 1955, and really beautifully manufactured professional chainsaws. And out of the middleweights that they made, this one's based, so this is the Partner Farmer, never cut with this saw, 55 cc's, and in beautiful condition, running a full Oregon setup, Oregon 14-inch bar and full chisel chain, and great compression. Just been on show in my collection. And so 55 cc's. I think they make a claim 2.4 kilowatts and can run an 18-inch. And this is one of my most beautiful time warp machines. My my Jonsered 49 SP. So 1975, 1976, circa that era. They're both almost identical in their manufacture. 49 cc's. So they both use a 44mm piston. I think the Jonsered has a 32mm stroke, and so revs up to about 10.5 or 11,000. Revs a bit harder than the Farmer. The Farmer has a 36mm stroke, so travels a bit further, and revs between 8,500 RPM. Both run up to 18-inch bars, 2.4 kilowatt, 2.2 kilowatt, and adjustable oiler on the Jonsered. But build quality wise, I'd probably have to say the Jonsered is almost second to none for the era. All magnesium alloy, gorgeous pull start housing, fuel pickup and venting, some of the best even on today's saws. They're just, if you've ever seen the fuel pickup arrangement, it's just spectacular. So, but the Partner engine, this one's based on what was the early R16 engine, which exactly the same footprint, 44mm piston, 36mm stroke, and that was a mid-60s saw, maybe a touch after that, maybe 66, 67, and almost identical footprint with the change of some plastics on top and a change of colour. There used to be the iconic Partner all yellow with the black trimming. So thought I'd do a head-to-head. I've cut with this one because it came back to me from another gentleman a little while ago, and it's maybe I've cut with it only twice ever, and it's probably had 20 minutes running time, and in its earlier life this was on show in an agricultural museum. So they really are both in spectacular engine condition, and so I'm wondering how the 5cc's difference makes any difference. I would say that, if anything, I would say that the Jonsered is going to outperform the Partner, even though it's a smaller engine, just because of the heritage and the history of this particular series of saw. And they both have their forebearers which have led them to this particular model. So alright, I've got some 10-inch timber, 9 10-inch timber set up. I'll do a couple of cuts each, and I can't wait to see how they perform head to head. So, as I've never cut with this Partner, I am just, like with a couple of my other saws the other day, I'm just itching to see how she performs. I've had several Partner Farmer saws in the past, and none of them have ever been in quite this cleanliness of well, they've been actually really good as well, This one was just, again, just special in its condition. All the switchgear working perfectly, throttle lock. Might put a bit of choke on it, just in case. Choke off. Cool. Okay, do you know, it's so nice cutting with saws that you have for a while and you've never cut with. It's just so nice. And this particular saw, I bought another donor saw for it recently, a broken Farmsaw, because the top of my other one is perfect. Well, nearly perfect. The colour has got leached out of it, and so I bought a donor saw, and this top is just gorgeous. It's just got the gorgeous orange, just the gorgeous orange colour still left in it. That cuts so well. Right. My Jonsered 49 SP, another gorgeous running engine. Okay, they're really close. They're really, really close. Tried taking too thin a cut off of those, but wafer thin on this one. Wow, they're really, really close. I need to find a bigger piece of wood and I'll see if I can separate them that way. Let's get that off. Hang on then. Okay. What's that? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right, this will be interesting. What have we got here? This is about 13-inch wood. Okay, I'll start with the Jonsered. I'll do a couple of cuts with this now instead. very cool. So just such a progressive cutter, just fantastic, and she's just such an enjoyable machine to cut with. Right. Wow, this thing's never had sawdust on it. Look at it. Okay, here we go then. This time it's the partner. Hey guys, wow, so that's really interesting again, where you notice that the slightly lower revving engine maintained its kind of peak RPM a bit easier than the Jonsered did, but I still fancy the Jonsered maybe cut fractionally quicker. Yeah, I thought that might be marginally easier to tell than that. I thought the Jonsered would just outperform it, but that's just, the partner is such a strong engine. It's got that gorgeous kind of four-stroking burble as she ticks over and starts to revs and comes off the top of the revs. So, well, I don't think there's any winners or losers in that head-to-head. They're both just gorgeous. So that's the Jonsered 49 SP, 49 cc's, mid-70s saw, and the partner Farmer 55 cc's, again mid-70s saw, both Swedish, and for this type of timber, just an absolute pleasure to use. Adjustable oiler on this, although probably makes very little difference in reality. The Farmer's fractionally lighter in weight, but just both just gorgeous saws. Guys, thanks for watching. These are both going up for sale on eBay as collector's items, and they're both being replaced with slightly older counterparts. So as my collection is kind of going back in time, other people are buying more modern saws and I'm buying older and older ones. So here they are then. That's the partner Farmer and the Jonsered 49 SP. Any questions or any comments or feedback? I'd love to hear it. Guys, thanks for watching. More videos to follow. Bye for now.